Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you guys a heads up on a Steam game that you can add to your library free forever right now. You've got the rest of today into a little bit of tomorrow to add this game to your library, so jump on it as soon as possible. We'll go over that, and then we also gotta give our friends over at Green Man Gaming and Fanatical a shout because they've got some great deals available. I'll also, after we go over the first free game, want to note another free game that is available right now. Last opportunity to get that, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But right off the bat, Siberian the Time-Traveling Warrior is available free right now. A throwback action pixel graphics platformer, a classically inspired arcade action game with a mixture of modern and retro gaming tropes, typically $4.99, available free right now. The game is an amalgamation of old school 2D platformers and side-scrolling beat-em-ups, beautifully animated and expertly realized retro-style pixel art, epic boss battles, expand your abilities, explosive and engaging combat, classic platforming available there as well. Very much a throwback game. Mixed reception here, 65 Steam user reviews and a 61% reception there. It seems like, I've been noticing a lot of these free games pop up from these smaller scale publishers, and it seems like they try to correlate them with them running a publisher sale as well. So that's running right now, the Grab the Games publisher sale. So I think it's pretty effective. I mean, schmucks like me are gonna cover the game being free, and a lot of people generally do watch these videos, and it's a good way to promote that you are running a publisher sale. It gives me content to do on this channel as well, so Grab the Games, I appreciate that. All y'all publishers throwing out free games, I appreciate it, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to come up with content, but whenever I can give a shout to a free Steam game, easy content there. And yeah, Siberian the Time-Traveling Warrior, available free right now. And then also Away is a part of the Nepo Box publisher sale as well, so this is another one available free until September 24th with both of the games. If you add it to your library, it is obviously yours free forever. Away is a very short game, typically $2.99, a short game telling about the hero's death experience performed in a gloomy black and white style. Mostly positive reception on this one. 22 Steam user reviews, 72% positive, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. Both of those games are available free right now, and yeah, Siberian will be available to add to your library until tomorrow, Away until September the 24th, so jump on those as soon as possible. Alright, some deals to go over on upcoming games and other titles at Green Man Gaming. First of all, Silent Hill F, 26% off for the standard edition for $51.79. The deluxe edition, 26% off for $59.19. The deluxe edition does include fake early access, and the game, they are sending out keys right now, Steam keys, significantly discounted, so you definitely want to pick it up from GMG if you want a PC copy of the game. I mean, that is an outstanding deal, given that it's significantly cheaper. The Konami deals on GMG are always a banger. Like, if you picked up Delta Snake Eater, you got a great deal there. If you picked up Silent Hill F, now, great deal. And even games like Castlevania, the Dominus Collection, they had great deals on. Silent Hill F is being received really well. The reviews are officially live, and 86 on Metacritic. Not quite the, 9s and 9.5s we were hearing for some of the early reviews, but nevertheless, 86, excuse me. 86 on a Metacritic is still a very, very good score. Not as good as Trails in the Sky First Chapter, but, not every game can be a Game of the Year contender like Trails in the Sky First Chapter, but I digress. A great deal on Silent Hill F, so check that out. Then Digimon Story Time Stranger. GMG has upped the discount they are offering on that, 16% off for $58.79 for the standard edition. The deluxe edition is 16% off for $84, and if you want all of the content, the deluxe edition is the ideal route to go because that includes the season pass. The ultimate edition is $120, but it's mostly cosmetics from what I can tell included in that, and not really consequential to the game. If you want the season pass content, which is going to be relatively, like, based on what I can tell so far, that's going to be relatively substantial content, I would check that out for $84, which is a good deal, and you won't pay tax either on the GMG deal, so they're even better discounts than what you see at face value. GMG is a great spot to get your upcoming games, and I'm so excited for Digimon Story Time Stranger. Go play the demo that's available for free right now, and the game is Steam Deck verified now, which, goes without saying, it being deck verified. It's not like this game is pushing the boundaries from a technical standpoint, but whenever we hear deck verification, I think that's always a good thing, so $84 on that. Give that a look. And then a couple of other deals as a part of their must-play game sale. No Man's Sky is $19.20. I've always been talking up No Man's Sky, even though, you know, for the style of game that it is, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm not really into survival crafting games like this, but No Man's Sky does have that relaxing aspect to it, where you can just go into the exploration and have a pretty serene time, so to speak, with that. And on top of that, this is a game that if you buy it, it's really going to pay dividends in the sense that you know Hello Games is going to continually drop more and more free content updates, and next year is the 10-year anniversary of the game coming out. I would have, like, if I was Hello Games, I'd be cooking up one of, if not the biggest update the game has ever gotten for the 10-year mark. You know, celebrate the turnaround that this game has had, and then in 2026, I believe it would be August of 26, drop that colossal update that's going to reinvigorate a lot of interest, even though you don't even really need to, like, every time an update drops, there's inherently going to be a level of interest, but I think for the 10-year mark, you know, do a bit of a celebration, and I think Hello Games is smart enough to realize that that would be an effective strategy to go for the 10-year mark, which is insane to think about. Like, I remember No Man's Sky coming out in 2016, paying $60 for it, and it being an absolute disaster, so credit to them, 1920 on that, great deal there. And then, speaking of disasters, alright, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chernobyl, I wouldn't classify as a disaster, but, you know, it does have its technical issues, but it is 44% off for $33.59. One of those games that has held up in price, but to be fair, it came out in November of last year. Is available via Xbox Game Pass, so you can play that way, but if you want a copy on PC, $33.59, great deal on that, and another game they've been consistently updating and improving the technical issues, but, you know, obviously still has its issues. I will say, I played the game, like, right when it came out, and my experience was pretty good. Like, did I have some issues here and there? Absolutely, but overall, like, I had a really good time with the game, and it's not like the technical issues were a barrier for me to enjoy the game. Now, that is very much a, well, it runs fine for me, bros, type assessment of the game, but it did run decently well enough. Not perfect, but I had a good time with it. I think the atmosphere in the game is tremendous, and again, enjoyed it for what it was. So $33.59 on that. Couple of deals from Fanatical. Dynasty Warriors Origins is the star deal right now, $43.39. It's a Tecmo Koei game. These games always hold up in price, which is a little bit of a bummer, but Dynasty Warriors Origins is awesome. I wouldn't say it's a game of the year contender for me, but probably in like that secondary tier. I would definitely put it in that category. It is going to get some major DLC in January. And the game itself is great for those of you that have never really played Dynasty Warriors, has more of an emphasis on the narrative, and the narrative is actually pretty good, great soundtrack, and the gameplay, I'm always a sucker for the Musou-style action-heavy gameplay, and they do it pretty well in Origin, so definitely check that out, $43.39, and then Yakuza 0 is $9.99. Yakuza 0 did have its price kind of juiced up. Sega realized that people want to get into the Yakuza franchise, and I think they're just like, alright, you're no longer getting this game for $5, pay $11 at the very least, or $11.99, whatever it is. Here it is, $9.99. It's the game to get into Yakuza with. It'd be great if the Director's Cut update that they dropped on Switch 2 for the Switch 2 release came to PC as well. Hopefully they do drop that at some point. It has English voice acting as well with the Director's Cut, but yeah, Yakuza 0 is great, and it's the game that pretty much everybody recommends to pick up to get into Yakuza. There's rumblings of Kiwami 3 dropping as well, so not a bad time to check out Yakuza 0, then play Kiwami 2, but yeah, 0 is a great game, so $9.99 for that is excellent. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, a lot of great game deals available right now, but off the top, Siberian, the time-traveling warrior, I don't know if it's Siberian or Kyberian, whatever the case may be, it's a free game. Go check it out. Away, available free right now as well. Silent Hill F, Digimon Storytime, Stranger Deluxe Edition, No Man's Sky, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chernobyl, Dynasty Warriors Origins, and Yakuza 0. Links to everything in the description box below. If you do end up buying any of the games, I do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button, so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.